Cigaratello, Jim Camacho. Why isn't Jim Camacho here? What's up with the goods? No goods. But Jim Camacho, one night I played like one of his songwriter, hippie drippy songwriter night things.
Camacho's a fag.
And I told him, well, no, he's not a fag. I know that for a fact. But I explained to him, it was one of these nights we had to play a song and tell like the story of it. So I told the story of Cigaratello, and Jim actually found it very interesting. And he said, oh, I never did that. So I'm going to tell it right now real quick. And so if you don't find it interesting, find Jim Camacho and tell him to blame him.
Wake me up when he's done.
No, real quick. Betty Page, and you've heard of Betty Page, obviously. I used to be a big, still am a big Betty Page fan. I'm sorry, thank you, Tony. Always got to bring the Hialeah shit in. Okay, that's right. I don't know, it's not playing me, so all right? I don't need to represent Hialeah. Now you made me lose my train. Betty Page.
I thought it was medley.
This was a story. This is actually a true story that happened with someone at the periphery of Betty Page. Basically, back then you had guys, just dirty old men with cameras that would take pictures of these women. And one of these dirty old men was named Little John. It was a guy named Little John. And one night he was in a hotel room, and he used to he would hire a prostitute and hire her to tie him up to a chair and do things to him, whatever. And this was how he got off. But
where are they now?
On this particular night, he was the prostitute tied him to the chair. He was tied to the chair good. They had both been drinking. She had drank too much. She passed out, and he had a lit cigarette in his mouth. And he's sitting there in his chair. He can't move, but the cigarette's in his mouth, and the cigarette drops in his lap, catches him on fire. Basically, the end of story. The whole hotel room burnt. They both killed in the fire. It was such a kind of horrible, shocking thing that it basically shut down Betty Page. It became, they did this whole thing, and it was all because of that, even though it didn't really have anything to do with her. But the main thing I thought about the story, even though it's so shocking and horrible, was that this guy was into this. I'm thinking at some point he's tied in a chair, so he's got all the things he loves. He's tied up, he can't move. There's a prostitute passed out on the floor, and you pain from the fire. So you got to think at one point he's thinking, this is fucking awesome, right?
Yeah.
And then he just died.
Better burn out the fat way, baby.
Jim Camacho. So it is kind of an interesting story, right? And quick side note: Sam, our drummer, Sam Bogarino, who's like a rock star now, he's got his tattoo on his arm is actually a representation of that Cigaratello story. He's got a fucking tattoo on his arm of that. And I'll tell you what, he's got no Interpol song. There's no Interpol song on him at all tattooed on him. He's just got the Cigaratello song. So that's all I'm saying. Just saying that. That's it. He's got Cigaratello. Thank you very much. That was wonderful. Little John still came good head, left him tied up in the chair. Now she's passed out on the floor. John sits pondering her hair and her tiny little feet, cigarette between his teeth. Standing on stiletto heels, she would put him to the chest. She would kiss him on the mouth, scrape her fingers across his chest. Cigarette, if you please, let me help you whisper what I bet you think about it. What did you doubt it? I'm burning up inside. Think I'll scream until I'm dead as the flames consume my skin. So goes my desire as the flames keep rising. Higher, 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 higher. Little John's thinking good head, left you tied up in a chair. She's passed out on the floor. John sits fondling her hair, little tiny little feet, cigarette between his teeth. say we're both way too drunk to be doing this. I apologize.
Yeah! You guys can play with Rat at the end. You're qualified.